All right, this is a very touchy subject, and I don't know how to best bring it out. I don't even know if it's even a good idea to talk about, but I find it interesting. Okay, I don't know which level to best like try to explain it on, because it could be explained on many different levels: the business aspect, the health aspect. Um, Actually, those are the two main ones. But with the difference between using a colonic or a water irrigation or an enema seems very it's very in contrast to actually using the probe, this probe thing. Okay, it's very different because with with this you can use repeatedly, but with those enemas, the different kinds, you have to keep going back. You have to keep paying for the service. So as a business wise investment, you wanna promote the water irrigation. You want to talk about how great that is and how everything else. Well, you don't even mention the competition. You don't say it exists. There's no other way. Okay, you either water irrigate or that's it. Um, So and to promote something like this, there's no money to really be made in it, because there's a stigma attached to stuffing things up your butt, okay, to alleviate, to get relief from constipation, but it's there. All right. So water irrigation is less invasive, enemas are less invasive, and this is too invasive, and there's a stigma, and there's probably a low profit margin because you sell one at a time. Okay, that's it. They just sell one, and that's it. And there's already a market. I mean, there's dildos and stuff. So, like, to actually sell something for constipation purposes, it would get just lumped in with the sexual nature, because everything is so close together. The nerve bundles are all close together that they definitely overlap each other. Okay, there's a gray area where they pretty much overlap each other, and so trying to use probes to get relief from constipation can also intertwine with sexual pleasure. So there's that. There's no pleasure with the enemas, as far as I understand. That's the thing. I have no experience with enemas, so me talking about this is really biased. I, on an economic level, don't see a good reason to purchase these enemas when I have problems. Okay, it's just, you have to keep buying them. Those water irrigation offices, they charge like $100 or so. One guy told me that there's a benefit to using the water irrigation. Okay, he felt better, but it's like those guys that go without masturbating for years or something. It's like they say they feel 10% better. Well, I don't think that's really. I think that's pretty negligible. All right, but I mean, I have to admit, I'm physically seeing, I'm physically feeling relief using this thing. Okay, when I'm constipated, I just go right up in and wiggle around and pull it out, and then within a few minutes, there's kind of a rumbling. I'm feeling like I want to push. Okay, these water irrigation things, it's like people might see the different levels as you got the little squirt things that just squirt once. That only gets so far. But the hydrotherapy, people might perceive that as going like through the entire colon or something. And I don't think you need to go through the entire colon. It's just the bottom parts, okay, closest to the sphincter, the anal sphincter. I think that's really what you need to open up, stimulate, and get things moving around. Okay, all right. Massage is supposed to help you know, with things. I wonder, I've noticed improvement with my bowel movements when I do calf raises, those calf exercises. Okay, and that could fall in line with jumping, but if you're gonna jump to try to get the bowels stimulated, you're gonna need to do a lot of wide stance squats, because you jar your joints. I've noticed time and time again when I try jumping, when I get a nice break from society, I could jump, but then I end up with knee problems, ankle problems, because of the land. It's the impact of the land that jars things, and the best way I could support that is by doing deep squats, deep wide stance squats with resistance with my squat strap. Okay, this thing. All right. Just squatting, and then jumping, I don't think that's going to cut it. It might, but I think you need resistance for that. And then once again, the rebounder, I mentioned this in previous videos, I think a rebounder can help a lot. But without those, if you wanted an all-around colon health, mechanical work, like system setup, I think the probe, maybe you could interact, you could use the enemas too. All right, if you really, I don't know how, that would be pretty insane. You use a trampoline, enema, probe, yeah, those three right there for mechanical work. Possibly, stomach exercises, possibly pushing in on the stomach in various parts for the massage therapy, and stuff. And I gotta admit, even though I've been able to effectively relieve myself of constipation with this, it's I think I still have problems with around my appendix area where it gets tight at times and weird feeling, and that's what draws my attention to constipation problems. If I do have like a cancer or something, I definitely want to keep things rolling as smoothly as possible, to maybe try to defeat the cancer in some way.